Welcome to the final episode of our TUI Isla River Cruise vlog series. In this episode we show you what a gala night experience is like, we take you on a Sound of Music tour of Salzburg, and we get the best ever farewell we've ever received on a cruise.
Right then, so we're ready. 15 minutes to spare. We're showered, we're sorted, and we've got gala night. So come in a minute, Paulie, and we can show you what we've got on. Paul's got just a jacket on, a white shirt, and he's got his chinos. And I just got a white blouse on and black trousers, if you can see there, and some sandals. So like I say, you could go all out if you wanted to, and we'll show you later how many people have, but we feel this is quite appropriate.
I think it'd be more. I might have to take my jacket off, because I've already got a sweater.
I know, it's just warm, isn't it? So so let's go quickly to see the captain's cocktail party. Let's go.
We were greeted at the entrance of the observatory lounge with glasses of bubbles, and as it was gala night, the captain reintroduced us to all the fabulous staff. The service we've received throughout this cruise has been excellent throughout. Special thanks must go out to the hotel manager Christian and his assistant Mercia. Mercia in fact allowed us to see every grade of cabin on this beautiful ship, and the video of that will be coming very soon. Special thanks must also go out to Alina on reception, who always greeted me with a smile despite my silly questions. Newt, the bar manager, who ensured that our glasses were never empty, and last but by no means least, Simon, the cruise director, and his small but excellent entertainments team. And now it's time for our 6-course gala dinner. And even our napkin was dressed accordingly. And on the menu tonight was artichoke guacamole and cream cheese Napoleon, bouillon de cuir de beef, trilogy of scallop, shrimp and sea bass, beef fillet Wellington style with a sauce Périgordine, omelette surprise, which turned out to be baked Alaska, so it definitely was a surprise, and petit fours. We thoroughly enjoyed our gala dinner, and as we made our way back to the observatory lounge, we noticed that we were going through another lock. With the excitement of transit and another lock over, it was time for Simon, the cruise director, to finish off the night in style with some excellent sing-along tunes.
When the morning hits your eye like a big pizza pie, I say he never would, but now I look at the nights, is this the way to act?
After a thoroughly enjoyable gala night, we woke up to this fabulous view in Linz in Austria. Quite early start unfortunately, but a quick breakfast up at 6:30, quick breakfast, but it's been well worth it already because we're on our excursion, which is the Sound of Music experience, and our first stop we're in Mondsee, which is one of the venues for where the filming was actually done.
Yes.
And just to my left is the actual church where Maria and Captain Von Trapp got married in the film.
So look at this. Look at that. So there it is. So yes, a beautiful little town, isn't it, Paulie? Huge lake which we'll take you around shortly. And we've just passed all the trees, haven't we?
Yeah,
the kids. If you, we love this film. So if you are a Sound of Music fan, you know when they were all dressed in their curtains.
Their curtain clothes.
Exactly, and they were all hanging out the trees. We've just walked past that too. So, right then, so these are the trees that all the kids were hanging out of. and we're heading over there. How beautiful does that look?
To perfectly recreate that famous scene, I'm going to go and climb one of them trees now.
Oh, wonder where the nearest hospital is, Paulie. Got two. So we're going to explore, we're going to have a look inside the church, and we'll take you with us. We're off to Salzburg. So how exciting is that?
Very exciting.
So let's go. So if the little town of Mondsee wasn't pretty enough, wasn't it, Paulie, which was stunning.
It's just
Look.
like what's it called, a picture postcard
Yeah.
town, which it definitely was. Church was spectacular.
Yeah.
And now we're at the lake, which is, I've got to be honest, is nothing special, is it?
Come and see this. This is just Austria's just well, it's our first experience of Austria, aren't we, Paul?
Yeah.
So, but look at this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go.
Oh, nice slow reveal there.
How amazing.
I'm just going to walk round.
And if you remember the scene when they come back in the boats after they've been climbing the trees, and the Captain Von Trapp's with his potentially new wife, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then this is where they all fall out in the water and start laughing and screaming and shouting in it, and have in their
curtain.
yes.
That Maria made them.
And then it obviously pans to their mansion, but obviously that was all. A lot of it was filmed in studios and all that, wasn't it? But this is just stunning.
After a wander around the beautiful lake, we headed back to the coach and set off for Salzburg. Our tour guide Igor was a font of knowledge when it came to all things Sound of Music, and to get us even more in the mood, he played some of the more famous songs from the film for us to sing along to. Here are a few facts about Salzburg. It's an Austrian city on the border of Germany. Its population is a little over 152,000. The name Salzburg means salt castle, and the name derives from the barges carrying salt on the river Salzach. They were subject to a toll in the 8th century, as was customary for many communities and cities on European rivers. And on the 27th of January 1756, its most famous son was born, Johannes Chrysostomus Wolfgang Gottlieb Mozart. We'll show you where he lived later in this video. If you've ever felt unfulfilled in your job, then spare this man a thought, whose sole purpose is to follow round the horse and carts and pick up their drop-ins.
Well, the first place he took us to was the gardens, which were absolutely beautiful. And at the end of the gardens are the steps where Maria taught the children the Do-Re-Mi song.
Yeah, it was busy in there, wasn't it?
Oh,
So we
busy,
couldn't really
yeah.
get
Yeah,
very
we
close to
couldn't-
the steps.
We couldn't really jump up and down on the steps going and all that sort of
exactly,
stuff.
no.
As much as we wanted to.
But that beautiful part, wasn't it?
Oh, lovely, yeah.
But there was a couple sat there, wasn't there? With they had a nice picnic basket with a bottle of wine, didn't they?
Yeah.
It looked very, very nice.
9 o'clock in the morning, mind, so they need to steady down.
It was
don't they?
early, actually, wasn't it? Because it was about probably 11 o'clock by
Yeah.
then. So then we went on to the square, isn't it, where the actual hall where they sang, where they escaped in the end, wasn't it?
Well, he told us an interesting fact, because not only was it the hall that was used in the film where they sang and then they escaped, but the actual real Von Trapp family have actually also performed in that same hall.
Yeah.
So it was fact and fiction meeting each other. They never sang, apparently they sang more, the real Von Trapp family sang more classical type stuff. But so both the fictional family and the real family had both performed in this same hall, which I thought was quite fascinating.
You couldn't see in or anything, so
No.
there's nothing to show you there. But that was where the car was waiting, and they in the courtyard there, where the nuns, didn't they? They cut
The nuns took the... I think they racked the distributor caps on the Germans' cars,
so they
didn't
couldn't chase them.
Yeah.
But just by there was the graveyard where they took inspiration from. They didn't film in the graveyard, obviously, for respect, etc. But it's actually you'll see on the film all the iron gates and they took inspiration from that.
Where they were hid, and then the oldest girl, she was going out with the young lad who was in the Nazi youth, and unfortunately
he was the one that blew the whistle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he chose Hitler over his girlfriend.
Yes. So it was a really good... We had Igor, who was our tour guide, and he was full of facts and great fun, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Really good fun. So we were... By then, we had thought, we need something to eat. And we went to St. Peter's Hall, and dinner was provided, wasn't it? We had schnitzel and some wine, and it was in a lovely picturesque hall, wasn't it? With a lovely ceiling.
Apparently, the oldest restaurant in Salzburg is what he told us on the bus.
Is it? I didn't hear that bit.
Yeah, you're probably asleep, mate. Snoring.
I wasn't asleep going. A different story coming back. So then we were given some free time to just do what we want. So we had a walk around. By then our legs, we've walked so much this week, haven't we? So we sat down and thought, we sat by a pretzel store, wouldn't it? And it's like, oh my God, look at them. They were we'd never really had a pretzel, had we? I know that sounds a bit bizarre.
Well, I don't want to interject there because you've been going on about a big sausage all
Oh,
week.
yes. I have been going
So Carole had her big, some sort of Wiener, whatever, that was like a sausage and it had cheese inside it. And then he grated
Didn't
over
have
the...
cheese inside
It was cheese. There was cheese in it.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. Why? So that was because you were bolting it down like a bloody donkey with a strawberry.
But it had
freshly grated horseradish.
So just
over the
a
top.
sausage, just with some. But that was. I just wanted to try one while we were in Austria, and you had the chocolate and marmalade pretzel, which was huge.
It was just a little tiny one.
As you can see from here, it definitely wasn't. Paul has bought a pretzel.
Carole had her big sausage, so I'm having a little pretzel.
Oh. How big is that? Oh, it's mad. Is it nice? Chocolate and jam? Is it marmalade?
Marmalade.
Oh. So anyway, so then at 4:15 we had to meet Igor again by the Padlock Bridge. Beautiful views over to the big posh hotel. Is it the Saya? Oh, I'll put the name in here.
It's the Sacher, the one that's
Sacher.
the name
Yes.
of which is the famous Austrian cake.
Yes.
By the sounds of it, nobody in Austria actually likes because it's very
Too dry, yeah. So, and to stay there, it cost you 3,500.
Yeah, €3,500 for the penthouse per night.
But you do get breakfast.
But you get breakfast included. So
but as you can see, Salzburg was just beautiful. We're so glad we did this tour. By then, though, we were just shattered, weren't we? Ready to get back on the bus to come home to the ship. And
it was funny because it was all together, it was about 2 hours going. But coming back, it was only about 4 minutes, wasn't it?
Well, yes, because we slept for the 2 hours. Everyone did. It was such a good atmosphere going on, and they had the songs playing on the... He was putting the songs on, and then we all had a bit of Mozart, because obviously we learned quite a bit about Mozart as well, didn't we?
Oh yeah, because it's we forgot we skirted over Mozart because that was actually his birthplace.
Yes,
and we can probably interject a little photo in here of the house he was actually born at.
Exactly. So I got put a bit of Mozart, and we all went to sleep.
We did, yeah.
And then we woke up. Literally, he said, "Look, right, everyone needs to wake up now." So and we got back to the ship. So that was a brilliant day. If you get the chance to do the Sound of Music tour to Salzburg, do it.
Definitely
it is a long day, it's 10 hours, but it was well worth it. So we are in Linz, and this is our last night on board. And look at our little view. Not bad, is it? We had a quick turnaround, showered, and got ready for dinner. So, and that was another delicious meal, wasn't it, Paulie?
Yeah.
I had
roast
eggplant velouté, which was a soup and that was delicious. Their soups on here have been fantastic.
They are the soup masters, aren't
They are. And you had a chef salad,
I had a chef
didn't you?
salad, which was lovely. It had like bits of like croutons and egg and stuff like that, which was really nice. Very good starter. And then you had roast chicken.
Yes,
was,
chicken breast.
Yeah, which was delicious. And I had duck à l'orange.
Yeah, which you really enjoyed, didn't you?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really nice.
And then for pudding, it was warm apple tart, and oh my god, that was
nice.
awesome. So after dinner, we went to the observatory lounge and just sat watching the world on the river. The sun went down, and as you see, it's just beautiful being on the river and all the reflections of all the buildings. And Linz was very colourful, wasn't it, at night? Yeah. And then we set off and went a bit further down the river where we docked. And then it was just our last quiz of the...
Quiz store. Oh, didn't we show them as well? No, we didn't.
Well, we've got to know a lovely couple called Norma and Nigel, and we sat with them, and we were 4 of us went in, and fair play, they were very good too, but we managed to get 3rd, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's not bad, is it?
No,
and 20, it was 20 teams. 2 teams obviously didn't play this time because everyone's a little bit tired now, I think, aren't they? After the long day in Salzburg. But it was great fun again, wasn't it? And fabulous service from the staff. The service on the ship has been impeccable, hasn't it, Paulie?
Yeah.
It's been, and everyone's just been so friendly. It's a really happy ship.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's a really happy ship. So we've thoroughly enjoyed our time. Sadly, we had to go to bed because obviously being up early, because look, it's that time.
Well, this is a new one on us as well, because obviously on anybody who's been on an ocean cruise would know you have to put your bags out the night before.
Yes.
But we don't have to put our bags out until this morning.
Yes. So we're just getting packed, as you can see at the back.
So we're basically, what that means is we're even less organised than normal. But the main thing is, I mean, they're sending us off in style, because look at this view.
Yeah, look at this view. It's dangerous. Can't beat that after yesterday's views, can you? But anyway, the view on the other side of the ship is quite lovely. It's much better, so I'll show you that now. But that's as we've explained as we've been going along. Lots of things have surprised us about our river cruises. We will be putting another video alongside our vlogs about what our thoughts of the differences between ocean and river cruises, and you know what we've actually liked and what we've thought. Oh, that was a bit odd. Yeah. So stay tuned for that, and when that's done, I'll put a link in here. But we've had a great week, haven't we? Very busy, full on, but we've seen so much in such a short
space of time. And we had a little tot up yesterday while we were sat waiting for the bus, and we've done in excess of 90,000 steps.
Yeah, be more now, won't it? Because that was yesterday when we were waiting for the bus.
So that's why we're worn out.
A river cruise is very much dependent on other guests, and this farewell will give you some idea of the week we've had.
Say goodbye, adieu, 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 adieu.
As you can see, these are the nutters that we've had a great week with. Thank you. Yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks again, Simon. Cheers, guys. It's been a pleasure. Cheers. So we're gonna finish our vlog series here, because all we've got to do now is to go to the airport, and that's not very interesting for you to watch, is it? So I hope you've enjoyed our first river cruise experience, because we have, and I think we'll definitely be doing another one, won't we?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So there we are. So that's our TUI Isla vlog series come to an end, and we'll be on to the next vlog series. So make sure you subscribe, because we've got plenty more cruise content coming, and some very exciting cruises that we've booked some of our bucket lists, so we're going right around the world. Well, not on a world cruise. That's a spoiler. Right around the world. But we're going to some very, very far-flung places.
Yes.
But anyway.
And now she's waffling.
Yes.
So thanks for watching.
Thanks so much, and we'll catch you soon.